I have identified the 9 biggest wealth killers. The first wealth killer to avoid is dating. It might sound funny, but too much dating can take up a lot of your time and money. A famous scientist, Herbert Simon, once said, "A wealth of information creates a poverty of attention." Dating can take up so much of your attention that it might distracting you from finding the right person later. The average person spends around $80 on a date. 70% of Americans feel stressed about when it comes to finances organizing a date. A shocking 80% report a dating app burnout. This phenomenon happens when you constantly meet new people, invest time in new connections, uncover lies, or getting rejected. Instead of dating everyone and everything, be very careful with who you choose to spend your time with. The second wealth killer to avoid is branding. This shirt costs $5 and this one costs $80. The $5 shirt helps keep your wealth, while the $80 one helps make others rich. Give me a second. 81% of people say that brand trust is a deciding factor when making a purchasing decision. We are constantly influenced by ads and social media, making us believe that to get recognition, we need to show off what we have. In fact, 77% of people prefer to shop with brands they follow on social media. This leads directly to the third wealth killer to avoid: social media. Getting lost in your feed late at night can lead to poor sleep, and poor sleep means less productivity and focus the next day. Often we don't realize that we are stuck in a cycle, repeating habits that hold us back. Breaking these patterns is tough, but sometimes radical steps necessary. For me, it meant deleting all my social media accounts and using them only for business. If you're curious how cutting out social media can improve your life, check out this video. The fourth wealth killer to avoid is thinking that education doesn't matter. Data shows that people with higher education levels tend to earn more. This is where many get confused. We see influencers talking about remote, scalable work, but we usually only see the top 1% who've made it. The other 99% are struggling to grow an audience behind the scenes. Now, imagine you have a computer science degree, earning 80K a year, plus you start a side hustle to grow. Compare that to trying to become an influencer without any option B, likely earning nothing for the first few years. Which path seems smarter? My tip is get a degree and secure a solid income first. Then build your wealth through a side hustle, slowly but steadily. The fifth wealth killer to avoid is thinking you know everything. This is tied to the Dunning-Kruger effect, where people overestimate their abilities. If you want to build wealth, this mindset is toxic. Instead, stay curious and listen to those who are more successful or think differently. As the saying goes, dumb people don't learn from their mistakes, but intelligent people learn from the mistakes of others. If you want to surround yourself with high achievers, be positive and open-minded. Someone people enjoy being around. Through that, you will be able to build meaningful connections. We live in a world where networking is everything. The sixth wealth killer to avoid is personal debt. Auto loan debt is the second largest category after mortgages, with Americans owing $1.6 trillion. According to the Federal Reserve, this makes up nearly 10% of all consumer debt in the US. As shown in the image, a car loses almost 50% of its valuation in just 4 years. You're burning half of your money just by owning and driving it. The smart move is to buy a car that is 3 to 5 years old. It still has a modern technology, but won't depreciate as fast. The seventh wealth killer to avoid is buying everything from your personal account. Many people don't realize that starting a side hustle is more than just making extra cash. Thinking of buying a new laptop? Instead of using your personal account, start a side hustle and buy it through your business. This can give you tax benefits and you can still use that laptop for personal purposes too. The eighth wealth killer to avoid is analysis paralysis. Smart and educated people often overthink their decisions. Many successful individuals will tell you they had no plan B, only plan A, which they committed to fully. Determination and action often lead to success. Failure can teach you valuable lessons and open new opportunities. As a business owner, handling even the small tasks like accounting will contribute to your experience as an entrepreneur. The ninth wealth killer to avoid is daycare, for working couples especially. On average, US families spend about $11,000 a year on childcare, a 250% increase since 1991. This makes family planning so challenging. To afford childcare, you might need to take on extra gig jobs, which means less quality time with your loved ones. For young families, being present is crucial for your children's growth. Often it makes more economic sense for one parent to stay at home while the other one works and secures the survival. As harsh as it sounds, this can be the reality for many families. One solution is to act as a team and start a side hustle from home. Treat your 9-to-5 job as a way to cover your basic needs, whilst the other part is building up the side hustle at home. What are your biggest wealth killers? Let us know in the comment section down below. For more valuable finance and business tips, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.